Hello and welcome back to more Pokémon Insurgence. In the last episode, well, I had to do a post-commentary because my audio didn't record, none of my audio recorded, the game audio or the commentary audio, and this episode was the same, like I mentioned in the previous one. I did 2 episodes back-to-back, and I had the same oversight on both of them. So you're here with me for post-commentary again. There's just there's a little section that I'm probably gonna skip out of this episode as well, but basically we're here in Nazca Town, and as you can see, some creepy stuff is happening as we're making our way through the town. But just to give a little preview, there is a Safari Zone in here, and we're gonna do that. I actually go through it a couple of times. I might cut out most of the second time, although there's something relevant there. As a matter of fact, there is something that's gonna require me... Something on my browser's going. Alright, so we're gonna, yeah, that was just me scouting out ahead. This first part is kind of fillery. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. Sorry, I was trying to pull up something on my computer, on my tablet, rather, to show you something I was looking at before. That's gonna come up later in this episode. But I just want to have it queued up for when my person does. But anyway, there's the next, that's gonna be the next area we have to go to, if I'm not mistaken. But we're definitely gonna skip that for now. I don't know if my game audio was too loud, but anyway. Okay, so yeah, the thing happened again. The little like in and out, the fading in and out. But we see, okay, this guy has Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur. Very lucky guy, I have to say. So he says, do you think you could do me a favor? I lost an item in mine in the desert of the Safari Zone near one of the rocks. If you could find it for me, I'd be honored to give you a reward in return. So, that was my indication. We have a Safari Zone. We're gonna go in, and that is gonna be the main crux of today's episode. Let's see, do I have a topic to discuss? I don't have a topic until actually much later in the episode. Basically, at least once in this episode, the topic of Digimon came up. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Which, after this episode, I believe after I recorded this episode? Was it after I recorded this episode? I was in a little conversation with Title Tyrant, who told me about some kind of Digimon game on the Switch that he thinks we should do a stream of. Like pre-Sword and Shield or post-Sword and Shield, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that more. In fact, while we're waiting here, let me find out... Let me find out if I can find the one he was talking about. Digimon Survive. Is that the one? Worldwide release date 2020. I don't know if that's the one he was talking about because it's not out yet. Actually, let me go back into my conversation with him. Okay, yeah, so we have the move tutor there. I know, I'm not directly connected to what I'm talking about. I'm not directly connected to what I'm talking about, but it's been almost a week. Well, it's been 5 days, I think, since I recorded this. And so, go ahead and this is just to see what's going on. A Digilock, Hacker's Memory. They're both versions. Did he say this is the Switch game, or... Where did he say it? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Where did he say it? Where did he say it? I don't know what game it was, but I'm gonna look up, I don't know what system it was. I'm gonna look up, what was the name of the game? Hacker's Memory. Alright, did we go? Oh, wait, things happening! Alright, hold on. We just got, abducted by the Darkrai person. Are you alright? Don't panic, I'm only here to talk. You've become something of a legend back in the cult of Darkrai. 'Cause I escaped. Everyone's heard about your escape. You have the whole group looking for you. I'm not interested in that, though. I was actually able to meet Darkrai on my own, without using that weird machine Persephone likes. Turns out Darkrai doesn't want ritual sacrifices and evil done in its name. Who'da thunk? Most legendaries don't. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Rayquaza rescued East somehow. Persephone and Darkrai's goals are completely different. She doesn't want world domination or control. She just wants revenge. And you need to stop her from getting it. Soon she'll find a way to control Darkrai. If you let her, another legendary will be enslaved. Not only that, some reason you're female text now, but you and that green-haired girl have your own reason for saving it. It may have the secret to curing Harmony's father, and thus freeing Audrey's son. Not sure the connection there, but alright. I apologize for taking your time. Believe it or not, you and Darkrai might share a common goal. Have a nice day. So I guess that's kind of like saying, oh, Darkrai and most legendaries don't want people doing all this bad stuff in their names. That is probably... I mean, that's kind of like a, I don't know if you want to call it an allegory. Okay, Hacker's Memory is on Switch. I'm going to tell it in a second. Sounds like an allegory to, like, how people say, you know, of various religions. There are some, you know, fringe groups that do things supposedly in the name of a deity, and you'd say, well, you know, in reality, that deity doesn't actually want all of this destruction. People are just, like, perverting its name or whatever. Oh, look, the Kanto Tauren War. I mean, this whole stuff, I suppose I could have skipped this filler stuff. But we're about to get into the Safari Zone. So while we do that, Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory. Let's look up the Wikipedia article. We're all gonna learn at the same time, because this would be, like, free publicity if I do decide to, do this. Okay, so the original release of, this is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. Okay. Original release date was December 14th, 2017. Okay, so it was PS4 and PS Vita. I have PS Vita, but that was a bit after I had already stopped playing it. I'm liking the cover art for this. I don't know if I'll show you guys yet, but or if I'll show you guys. Alright, so we're in the Safari Zone. Not much interesting happens until we get to the desert, and I'll let you see that. I'll get to that once we get there. So let's read the Wikipedia article for this game. Okay, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory is a role-playing video game developed by Media.Vision, whatever, and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment, blah blah blah, for PlayStation 4 and PS Vita as part of their Digimon series. It is set during the events of 2015's Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and was released in Japan in December 2017 and worldwide the following month. In July 2019, a port to Nintendo Switch and Microsoft Windows, alongside its predecessor, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, was announced for release on October 18th, 2019 as Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition. So, at time of recording, I'm recording on, like, October 5th. By the time this goes up, I think it might have just come out. So, I might be ramping up an LP of that. Maybe. We'll see. For Twitch, and that should actually coincide pretty nicely. Like, I think the end of BVL is going to be like maybe the week after it comes out. Maybe we could do that. We'll see. Or 2 weeks. I don't know, but we'll see about that. I have to talk about Tyrant because he wanted to do a challenge run with it. I have to talk to him a little bit more about how that worked. The game shares elements and locations from its predecessor. What a name! I named you Allegria. Yeah, that's fine because I want to name you Nurse Joy, but fancy foreign name. While featuring a new story and expanded amount of Digimon creatures the player can collect. Alright, gameplay. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory is a role-playing game, played from a third-person perspective where the hacker takes control of Keisuke Amasawa. You know, in Japanese, you're supposed to put equal stress on everything. Oh, is this where? No, okay, not here yet. In the desert, I'll get to that once I run into a particular Pokemon. A Digimon tamer who can command up to 3 of his companions in battle against other Digimon. That player can choose between either Gatsumon, Betamon, or Tentomon as their partner at the start of the game, with more obtainable as the story is progressed. That sounds cool. I miss those Digimon games, man. Remember that Digimon Masters Online? We had a great time. Alright, so there's Flygon. And the reason this is the key is, like, I keep wanting to... I want to catch Flygon, so I'm gonna try here. And he runs. But I want to catch Flygon because we saw in the previous episode we can actually get armor for Flygon, one of 3 Pokemon, Flygon, Leavanny, and Tyranitar. So, we're going to spend the rest of the time, we're going to look for that, whatever that item is by checking all the rocks, and then if we run into a Flygon, we're going to try to catch it. So that's basically what's happening right here. In the meantime, let me continue to read. It features 341 creatures in total, including all those present in the original version of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, plus an additional 92. It also contains many of the original areas and maps found in its predecessor, along with new additions. So, I wonder, so is this like a not really a remake, but like a definitive version of the first one, or is it actually a sequel? Well, actually, wait, the plot mentions it. I won't read too much in the plot, I don't really want to spoil it. I might read, like, the first, maybe the first paragraph. Hacker's Memory takes place in the same world and timeline as the original Digimon story, Cyber Sleuth, a near-future version of Shibuya, Japan, where an advanced form of the internet known as Cyberspace Eden, which users can physically enter. The Matrix. The story revolves around a boy named Keisuke Amasawa, whose Eden account is stolen in a phishing attack. Oh, we're timely, actually. After the identity theft leaves him accused of a crime he didn't commit, he joins a group of hackers called Hoodia. I don't know if this is supposed to be how you would say that in Japanese. And delves into the depths of Eden to find the real culprit. Along the way, he befriends a number of Digimon, digital life forms, blah blah blah. I know what Digimon are. Keisuke is assisted in his mission by Erika Mishima, a shy, reclusive member of Hootie who possesses a genius mind that can link directly to Eden itself. Man. And her Digimon partner Wormmon. Characters from the original Cyber Sleuth, such as Faye and her partner Tiger Vespamon from the hacker group Zaxxon, also appear, showing a previously unseen side of their story from the previous title. So it sounds like this is, to the original game, what Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are to Sun and Moon. I don't know for sure. I might ask Tyron about it. The reason I'm wondering is, like, if I just play the Switch one, if I'm gonna have any questions about story that are going to be missing. I mean, Tyrant talked about. Oh, here's the other Digimon related thing. But first, the thing I was wondering about. Well, Tyrant did say it was like you could play at the same time as each other, in whatever this challenge was, and he was talking about playing the original and that one at the same time. So it sounds like they have parallel stories, are basically the same. Okay, but this is where the topic of Digimon actually originally came up in the original time I tried to record this, was, and I think I did I catch one eventually? I don't know if I actually caught one. I don't remember. But there's a Digimon that Claydol reminds me of, called Shakomon. It was I guess the ultimate form of, Ankylamon. Ankylamon is this is Jogris, which, that's not what they called it in the dub anime, I don't remember, but it was like basically a fusion digivolution between Ankylamon, which digivolved from Armadillomon, and Angemon. And, it looks like, I have the little, screen, so I don't know. It looks like this. So not exactly the same as Claydol, but there's some similarities. Like, it looks like a statue. The eyes kind of resemble the little arms. If I had to guess, I would say they were probably based off of the same thing or a similar concept. What was Jogris called in the anime? DNA Digivolution, that's what it was called. Man, those good times. I watched the first 3 seasons of the Digimon anime. I liked it a lot. Then season 4 happened. I don't know if other people felt this way, but that jumped the shark for me a little bit. That's when I completely lost interest. And the whole reason for it was because the Tamers became the Digimon. I mean, I guess they had 1 or 2, like, little Digimon that tagged along, but instead of the human being partnered with the Digimon, they became the Digimon, and now, maybe later on in the, as the season went on, there was more information about it, and it kind of put it all into context, but at the time, it turned me off a lot, and the main reason was, you didn't get the cute little Digimon characters following them around, and I get that maybe they purposely did that to differentiate from Pokemon a little bit more. However, it really turned me off. And, like, yeah, at the end of Season 3, the Digimon Tamers season, you did have the humans and the Digimon kind of doing this fusion digivolution, where they kind of went together to become one. But to me, that was different, because that was the Digimon and Tamer together. the Digimon, the tamer just becoming a Digimon, I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. It's fine. It's not for me. I prefer the other one where like they have their partner Digimon and their bond is strong. In fact, though, I believe the Pokemon manga, the Pokemon Adventures manga, was that the one? Wait, let me try. I forget what it was called. Pokemon manga, it was like called Fusion? Human Fusion manga? There was a, I don't know if this was Rebirth, that's what it was. So we're just like diving into all this. Yeah, this is a fairly little, original run was for 1 year. I remember watching a Jaywitz video on it. Pocket Monsters Rebirth is a Japanese shonen manga series created by blah 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 blah, based on Pocket Monsters blah 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 blah. The manga departs from the original series with having a more serious storyline and the characters to become fighting Pokemon Gijinkas using an ability called Burst. First of all, what is a Gijinka? Oh, it's Moe anthropomorphism. Oh, I see. It's related to that. Except they're not all... They seem to be, like, not all cute little girls. There's, like, boys, too. Okay, so here's where it all comes full circle. I'm showing Shakuamon right now, and that's what I'm going to nickname the clay doll. So the plot. The manga... So this is Pokemon Rebirth. The manga follows the story of Ryoga, Miruto, and Yappy, as they all search for the mysterious figure known as Arcades. Only Arcades knows where... Oh, it's a singular noun. Only Arcades knows where Ryoga's missing father is and will tell him his location if Ryoga is strong enough to face him. Along their journey, they must also stop the Great Gavel organization from taking over the world. So, Ryoga's burst form allows him to merge with Zekrom, gaining the ability to use Dragon Electric-type moves. So, merge with Pokemon, but do the Pokemon actually appear? I'm not sure. I have to see if I could find any shots from it. So, excuse me. So, now Digimon, I believe, came before Pokemon, but as far as the anime goes, I believe the Pokemon anime arrived in the West first, and then when Digimon came along, it seemed really similar, and especially Season 3, the Tamers season, at least in the beginning, seemed the most like Pokemon, to me, at least, where they had little, like, they battled, and you could use items in the form of, like, they used the trading cards on the Digivices, and they were called Tamers, and it seemed like it was the most similar to Pokemon in that season, at least for the first half of the season, which I know most people find a criticism. I kind of liked it, which, I mean, of course, I'm a Pokemon fan, so I didn't mind it reminding me of Pokemon. However, this is an instance where Pokemon did something that reminds me more of Digimon. Like, look at this, if I can line this up right. Ryoga fused with Zekrom. He's like, he is Zekrom, but he has a human face. Let's see, find another example. Oh, Flygon fled. Oh no. Yeah, I think that was the last. I don't know. I don't know if that was the last Flygon, but just spoilers. I didn't catch a Flygon, so I'll have to do that another time. All right, so this is a little more. I mean, it's fine. It's PG, okay. But this is, I guess, a fusion with Virizion. Let me see. You can see the little, like, the shape of her head. So now we're starting to get into the moe aspect. I'm starting to see where the moe aspect comes in. Where was this one? Oh yeah, where is this one? There's this other one that was kind of cute. Oh, is she Embor? This is very reminds me of that fan game Moemon that came out. It was kind of creepy, honestly. But there's Burst Embor. This was a weird time in Pokemon. I guess that's why it only ran a year. I suppose it was even a little bit weird for Japan. Okay, so But then again, in Sun and Moon, we saw Lusamine fuse with Nihilego, so they kept an aspect of it. And we've had Bill fusing with the Pokemon, so Pokemon-human fusions have not been completely absent from the main Pokemon canon. But anyway, we get to choose one of the 3 starter Pokemon, and yes, I'm going boring, and I'm going with Bulbasaur, even though I already have Delta Venusaur. But the main reason is because I really... Not that I would add, I probably won't add it to my team because I want to have all Deltas, but I'm really lacking in grass types, and that's why I felt like adding, even if I don't add it to my team, having Bulbasaur as an option if I need a grass type to round up my team for some reason. That was the main reason. And also, yes, also, I love Bulbasaur. So this is a female Bulbasaur, and at first I think I started off, and you know what I realized? I talked through the whole Safari Zone thing, I didn't get to skip anything. But anyway, oh my goodness, I gotta show some of these others. Okay. So, I lost my train of thought. Because I was distracted. I was trying to think of a Bulbasaur nickname, and I was starting to think of, like, I was starting to look at, like, plant Digimon, like Palmon and whatever. But this, am I showing it right? This is a Burst Caracosta, I think. Oh man, the rabbit hole runs deep. The rabbit hole runs deep. Very deep here. Wait, is that a Burst Electros? I don't think I'll be able to show it. I don't think I'll be able to show it, like, it won't be clear enough. Let me see if I can find any other ones from the manga. Nope, not that. Alright, so anyway, I named the Bulbasaur Sakura, which brings me to, like, I started thinking about, like, well, you'll see. I have to, which I actually discovered, was it, oh man, I forgot. There was this one Digimon, and I can't remember its name now. I just was showing it on screen. No, oh, it was Togemon, I think. But it was a different alternate, one of the alternates of Togemon. I want to see if I can find this now, because it had a sombrero or whatever, and was it called Togemon? Oh, Ponchomon, but not. It wasn't Ponchomon, but Ponchomon kind of looks like Togemon with the serape and the sombrero. But this was actually Togemon with the serape and the sombrero. Was it called X? I can't remember. Togemon X. Oh yeah. All right, so I discovered a dive spot here, and that's what the next. I'm trying to keep up with what I actually did. So I discovered a dive spot here, but this is what I when I was looking at plant Digimon, I found Togemon X, which is just Togemon with a sombrero and a serape. But anyway, so I made my way. I found the secret dive spot, and this is where this is the last little note in today's episode. The last little section of today's episode. We find that little hidden forest area, and there's Delta Poniard. So, of course, you know the drill. I believe I quick saved. Did I quick save? I better have quick saved. There we go. Alright, I quick saved. We're gonna take it on. We're gonna find it out. Alright, there's a Delta Poniard. It's female, looking like a ninja. So we take the risk here. We'd go for a fake out, and hopefully it's not gonna take it out, and it doesn't. So now we're just gonna throw, what, an Ultra Ball, I believe? Yes, Ultra Ball? Ultra Ball? Yeah. I have plenty of them, because I really have not been catching Pokemon too much lately. So we catch the Poniard. So this is where I was starting to look for names, and it was a ninja, so I was starting to look up, like, Naruto names. And I was looking for a while, and it took a while. It's a flying and fighting type too, so it's like a Hawlucha. Alright, so it's a female, so I was trying to look for a female Naruto names. I couldn't really decide on one that I liked. I mean, I had just named something Sakura. Oh yeah, that was my train of thought. I got a comment, because, you know, I just named the Bulbasaur Sakura. And I was looking through my comments, on one of my previous episodes. Matt Toporek had suggested the name Sakura, and I just saw it today. And I said, you know what, you might really like... You might really like one of my, you might be pretty happy in one of my upcoming episodes, because I already thought to name it Sakura, so. And of course, Sakura would have been the go-to name for this thing. I named Sarada instead. I don't follow too much, I mean, it's been a long time since I followed any of the original Naruto anime, and then I didn't really watch Shippuden, and I definitely haven't seen anything about Boruto. But, so I didn't know the names very well, so I went with Sarada, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that I ended up not liking that. I ended up saying, you know, the heck with it. This was off screen after the episode finished, but I ended up saying the heck with it. I just want to name it Sakura. I don't care that I already have a Sakura. I'm probably not going to be adding the Bulbasaur to my team, so I'm just going to be adding, I'm just going to be calling the Poniard Sakura. And I am in fact adding it to the team because, unfortunately, Icarus, as I've said many times before, I like it a lot. Nobody, he hasn't learned that many stronger moves in a while, and so he's been really tough to use. And, you know, I could always bring him back, but I did decide that I was going to put Delta Poniard, soon to be named Sakura, on the team instead. And so what you're going to see, I mean, we got a couple more minutes of doing this between me making it back to where I was and then adding it to the team. But basically that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and add, currently named Sarada, but I'm going to rename it Sakura, adding her to the party. I mean, you won't see me rename her. I renamed her off screen. Adding her to the party. And then, I actually already did the off-screen grinding, so I'll tell you now that I've already done the grinding off-screen. She's caught up. She is a Delta Bishop, so you'll get to see what that looks like in the next episode. But yeah, how much more time do I have before I close it? Because the episode seems to close out, like, trying to time out the closing just right is tough. So, we got another 2.5 minutes. So I'm just gonna get started now. This has been quite the process, like I said previously. I had this intent of, I'm gonna record 2 episodes in a row, and that's gonna save me some time. I'm gonna get more ahead, and it ended up just taking double the time, more than double the time anyway, because I've had to record 3 extra times now in total. But yeah. So, I mean, hopefully I'll make sure that before I start recording the next episode that the sound is on. I'll make sure, double check, don't be in such a hurry. Do it nice or do it twice, my 5th grade teacher used to say. Yeah, but here we are adding Sarada to the team. She's already level 40. We get her up to, I can't remember, level 50 something, or level, did I go all the way to level 60? I don't know, I basically got her to the point where she evolved, I think. I forget whether I raised her another level after that. But I basically got her to the point where she evolved. And you guys will see that in the next episode. I'm excited for you guys to see it because Delta Bishop looks pretty cool. But for now, we're gonna add Delta Poniard to the layout. All these mons. But yeah, Bulbasaur is the only grass type we have, which is why I feel fine in adding it. Choosing it over Charmander and Squirtle. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. I don't know if I checked anything else, like did I check my items? I don't even know. But I've got about a minute left before this ends, so I'm gonna just thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Mondays and Fridays, as you know, are the days. I'm hoping that we can get through this, breeze through this, maybe get through the story by the end of the holidays. I'm hoping. It depends. I'm really hoping, though. Or at least that I can be done recording them by the holidays. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to do my best because kind of busy. Ironically, during the holidays, I'm going to have more time. Anyway, that's going to do it. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time for more Pokemon Insurgence.